What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 6, episode 11. No business like shade business. So we get up into the episode, and baby, 5 seconds into it, we see Miss Dorothy, okay? Girl, we ain't seen Miss Dorothy in a minute. On the whole season, we saw her on FaceTime for a quick second, but now we see her in person, and Mama is already running, Candace ragged, okay? She's stressing her out about how to do this and how to place her furniture here and all of this stuff. And, Candace said, it's like she's more over there as if she still own parts of her home, okay? And she's partly to blame because she gave her a room up in her goddamn house. And listen, it is what it is. Miss Dorothy just, but Candace do got her out there for her video shoot or whatever. So we're going to see how that goes. And we already saw some previews and we know it's going to be a mess. All right. Meanwhile, we get Gizelle. She's out here trying to teach Grace how to drive, okay? Now, Grace done got her permit finally. She done got her little driver's permit. They go to a little empty parking lot. And let me tell you something. I don't know nobody who hasn't went to a parking lot or whatever to try to learn how to drive. I did that. My sisters did that or whatever. Girl, don't... Somebody gonna say, but bitch, you still ain't got it. Shut the hell up. I ain't say I couldn't drive, okay? I just ain't got it. I'm on my Rick Ross tees, okay? He just got his license. I'm gonna get mine soon too. Don't even worry about that. But that don't say that. That don't mean that I don't be driving, but let me not put my business out there like that. I don't know who watching. Anyway, moving on from that. I was so scared. Let me tell you something. The way Gizelle was teaching Grace how to drive in that car, baby, the way that she was going about it, it's the way my nerves used to be wrecked when my little sister trying to help her with her homework and she couldn't get it. It's like, oh my God, put it right here. What is this? What is this? She is trying to tell Grace, girl, turn into this right here. Okay, wait, back it up. Wait. Okay. Like that shit stressed me out just watching it. Okay. But it was funny, Eventually she needs some practice, but she'll get it. Moving on from there, we get Mia, okay? Mia is, the kids are being ready to do, I guess, virtual learning. Gordon is getting them ready for that. She gets on the phone and she calls her mother. And since they had a good meeting, they've been trying to work on their relationship since the last time we saw them. She answered the phone like, girl, you could tell she'd have been through some stuff. It's always you. Listen, when the mama answered the phone, like, yeah, I'm just listening and reading my word and listening to the Bible and all that. I said, yeah, she'd have been through some things and she trying to get her life together because they always come back to God. It happens. It happens, and sometimes and most time it's needed. But she basically asked her, do you want to come out and go for ice cream with the kids either this week or next week? Just trying to continue that bond that they're trying to develop. And she was like, okay, cool, that's right. She's also living with her. We find out that Mia has twin brother and sisters that's 7 years younger than her. And then she has a brother that's, I think, 8 years older than her. And they're all from the same mother, different father. Her sister, unfortunately, is a single mom and she's dealing with things by herself. So her mother is living with her, helping her out with the kids. And, she sees that they have like this codependency type of thing. And I feel like, Mia felt some type of way because her sister has a relationship and a bond with her mother that she did not have. But, things happen and they're working on their situation. So everything seems like it's going to be okay. They're still in a work in progress. Meanwhile, Mia up here talking to Gordon about this video shoot that she's supposed to be going on with Candace and, talking about how Candace and Chris is her husbander. Here go Gordon. What is that? Baby, it is her husband that is managing her, okay? And I don't think that's gonna work because listen, remember when you had your 14 franchises and then I had to come in and you was trying to manage and all this stuff and I had to tell you to go away, okay? Like school. Let me do what I do because you know what? That stuff don't be working sometimes. It's gonna boil over into the personal life and then it's gonna boil over into the bedroom and then if it ain't going around in the bedroom, maybe Miss Girl gonna probably have one hit. She gonna be a one-hit wonder and that album gonna be a flop. I said, damn, Mia. Girl, I can see why Mia and Candace about to get into it. And at this point, I feel like I'm probably gonna be leaning to more Candace side. Like, cause Mia been flip-flopping this whole season. Like, she been just talking about I'm voicing my opinion on this person. I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And then when it's not, she not in front of their face, she's on the other side. It's weird with her. Okay, like I want to 100% like her, but I don't know. I just don't know. Mind you, I think Candace's album coming out this week too. So hey, it is what it is. We gonna see. Does it come out tomorrow? The 20th is tomorrow, right? Huh. Yeah, I'll put it down in the comments. So you got, oh, excuse me. Y'all gonna be like, y'all, you gotta stop coming on this camera like this. I be so comfortable with y'all, so it's like whatever. Now, so we get Karen, okay? Karen is up here doing her candle line or whatever. Girl, who cares? Okay, at this point, she was like, my candle is different from Wendy's candle because it's 3 wig, okay? And hers is just 1 wig for like, your beauty room or whatever, okay? LaDame, we've been doing this or whatever. I said, okay, Karen, that's what you want to say? That's what you want to say. Moving on from that, speaking of Wendy. Wendy is over here trying to get her business plan. Mama said she went and did her Googles to make up a business plan. And she's trying to put it out there for Eddie. Eddie sitting there listening to it and looking like, I want to be interested, but I'm not all the way interested, but let me play like I'm interested because I know it's going to be my money that's going to be on the bottom line at the end of the day. And that's when he asked, so what are you using this candle for? Okay. And what can it do for you? And how much money you're going to do and put in and all this stuff. She was like, I want to put in $50,000 of my own money. I said, oh, okay. Me and Eddie was looking like, all right, if that's what you're gonna do, that's what you're gonna do. Meanwhile, the producer's gonna ask Wendy, so how much money have you put into this whole thing? She was like, listen, I'm gonna have to get the spreadsheet and put it all up into the computer and total it up at the bottom. I said, Excel, girl, Wendy ain't ready for this, okay? Like, girl, excuse me. The stuff that you are saying, it's just giving me red flags at this point. Like, you're making a good start by actually trying to come up with a business plan. And like Eddie said, you got to put your financials, you got to put your totals, you got to put your projections, you got to put all of that within that business plan. You don't just put your vision of what you want the company to be. You need to go all the way out. How you want this to happen, this to happen, this to happen, the money, this, the court, all of that stuff, okay? Wendy has a long way to go. And Eddie, I feel like you probably, just because you her husband, give her some more help, okay? I mean, you a lawyer. Don't let your wife go down like a sinking ship, because at this point, it feels like Wendy trying to do it all by herself, and she is not equipped at this point to do it all by herself. But hey, it is what it is. At least she's trying to start. Okay, moving on from that, Ashley, she take the babies and she go to her mama. Oh, is it her mama or her uncle house? Okay, either way, she go see her mama and her uncle Lump and his wife Monica. They've been together for 27 years, and she had to give us a background about how, they lived together, they worked together, they did all of this stuff together. Okay, cool, y'all close. Okay, and we already know that Uncle Lump has the issue with Michael, and they're trying to get their relationship on back on good footing, I guess. And it's very much understandable, because I would be the same freaking way. First of all, I would not like you if I see that you did something. If my sister got into a relationship with somebody that was out here doing her wrong and she decided to stay, just because she forgave you don't mean that I forgive you. I'm just gonna tolerate you, and if I can avoid you at all costs, I will. Okay, and I would respect her by not going off on you when I see you. I try to keep it calm, cool, and collected. I'm not your friend. Okay, that's just how it be, and I'm gonna look at you like that until the day y'all truly break up. Okay, but they're working on their relationship. That's just how me. That's just how I am. Am I a little cold hearted or whatever? I'm just saying, I don't fuck with people that fuck with my family like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if they forgive, bitch. I don't. Okay. But moving on. And girl, Ashley wind up, it's like every time Ashley is on the scene, she got to tell us something that's going on with her body. Granted, she put an awareness out there, I guess, for the women's and everybody who be like, oh, giving birth is this and giving birth is that. Ashley said, that's all good. But listen, my ass tore at one point. Okay, now I got a prolapsed uterus. I said, your uterus finna come out your vagina? Jesus Christ. She was like, it feels like a bubble down there. I said, oh my goodness. You just don't know about all of these things. It's because the pelvic floor is not strong enough to, oh my God, I had to look it up. I was like, wait a minute. Woo, you ever heard of a prolapsed anus? Oh my God. I said the shit women go through just to give birth and to bring life into this world. It is amazing what the body goes through. But she winds up telling them about Michael and his movie business stuff, and him possibly wanting her to be partners with him, or she's coming around to it. They a little like because it's like you went from real estate to all of a sudden want to go to movies, and it's like y'all worked together before and you saw how that is. And I just feel like at this point Michael just doing shit to be doing shit, okay? And Ashley just gonna go along with it because she got to. And that's just what it is. And the family is just like, okay, that's you. But it don't sound right to me because all of them was not convinced. All of them was not convinced. They was looking like, really? And I'm sitting here looking like, well, that's Ashley, man. So Robyn and Juan goes to this place called the Roll Up or whatever, and it's like mini warehouses or whatever, space available for people that's trying to do startups and stuff. Startups, I should say. She's trying to heed what her life coach said, get some bigger spaces or whatever, because she's been working out of her mama's place or whatever. So she's trying to do her own thing now. I will say, I guess she's taking a step in the right direction. Mama said she get like 15,000 plus orders that she got to get out, and she'll close out the month with $60,000 profit. And I'm like, girl, go ahead and get on the ball. What's going on? Okay, the space that she was looking at, that 800 square feet, to rent it out for like $1,700, $2,000. Okay. Her and Juan. Now let me tell you this. Now, Robyn, why you just didn't tell that lady that was your man? Okay, you ain't had to say this is my ex-husband / fiance. Girl, quit making it complicated. And people want to be all up in your business and everything like that. Okay, this is not love after lockup, because they irk me when they do that on love like after lockup. My man, he was up in prison or whatever. He get out. So I didn't ask all that. I didn't ask all that. Okay, I don't need that. But anyway, Robyn and Juan had a little conversation, and she was like, do you think we can afford or can take on the cost of $1,700, $2,000 a month? And he was like, I don't know. She was like, because we're already kind of over budget, because I guess they're building their house or whatever from the ground up. And he was like, how much over budget? $100,000. I said $100,000. God damn, Robyn. Now let me ask this question. I don't mean to be up in people's business, but since y'all didn't put it out there and y'all talking numbers, where y'all getting all this money from? Because we only in season 6. How much is Bravo paying for y'all to be having enough money for y'all to just get up here and be able to build your own house from the ground up? Okay, y'all was having financial troubles in the first 2-3 seasons when we first saw y'all. Okay, so I'm a little confused. It ain't my business. Okay, but at the same time, I just want to know. All right, what Juan doing? What Juan doing? I said Embellish is making that much money for y'all to be doing all this. Y'all got side business. Please don't be having no PPP loans out here. Okay, but niggas got questions. I just had a question, okay? Meanwhile, Robyn had to say, I want you to like be a little bit more gentle and aware of me instead of just coaching me about stuff, talking about when she's going through her stuff and telling her that, this and this makes you unattractive because you're lazy and all this shit. And he was like, if you had a girl, I'd be a little bit softer. I said, Juan, whatever, but he understood. Moving on from that, we get Candace, and she goes to choreography for her drive back video that they about to film. And baby, Candace got 2 left feet just like me, so I ain't even gonna come down on that. She was trying whatever it is that she was trying. And the little light-skinned dancer, she was a little frustrated in the face because they kept on stopping. You had to see her face the whole time I was looking at her. She was like she wanted to say, if we stop this shit one more time. But they got through it. She gets on the phone with Chris, and she trying to make sure that the location is secure. And he said, yeah, we got the cars right, because she said it's supposed to be like 6 cars or whatever at the end. And he was like, yeah, we got that taken care of. And he was like, we got to get on the ball, and it's got to be one take or whatever, because the sun gonna go down. Okay. And she was like, because he was like, because the fucking sun gonna go down, the fucking sun don't wait. And the way he said it did not, it rubbed Candace wrong. She was like, you be talking to me the wrong way. She already under stress because, Chris is not going to be there for the video because he has a cooking class at 6:30 that night or whatever. And, this is going to give Dorothy all the opportunity in the world to say whatever mess that she got to say about Chris, okay? And Candace just don't want to hear it. And now she don't like the way that he's talking to her. And he was like, sometimes you talk to me like you don't realize who the hell I am. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now listen, I don't like when people talk upon, we can talk upon these people because we don't know them. We don't know them, but I'm not in their circle. So the way Mia was talking about how maybe this shit ain't gonna work, this shit ain't gonna work. If y'all butting heads like this, like Candace gotta keep telling you, remember that you work for me and all that. He was like, what haven't I came through with? Okay, if I said I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do something. And I just was like, y'all butting heads like this early on. I think y'all need to reconsider this having each other's managers and all this shit. This ain't gonna work. I just don't see it happening right now because y'all just doing a lot for each other. Save each other the stress and go hire somebody else to be your manager, Candace. Stop being cheap because he doing this shit for free. That's what it is. I mean, I probably stick with it too because I'm a cheap bitch myself. But hey, that's just me. So it is the day and time of the video shoot. Mia is the first one that is on set at the location at 5 p.m. that was supposed to be the call time, right? And then Wendy shows up. Mia and Wendy, they look nice. I guess it's like biker chic, car chic, okay? So they got the memo. Mia said, bitch, what you doing with that do-rag on? She was like, what you did? Tupac is dead. No, Tupac is my favorite rapper or whatever. I was like, okay, that was cute. That's cute. And then Gizelle pulled up, she said hey to everybody, even was playing with Wendy's little boobies or whatever. And they hugged and she said, I mean, we made amends or whatever for the most part, but I just don't know. I still got my little visor for my stunning shades, to shield the hate or whatever that's going on. I said, girl, whatever. Don't really care that much. Anyway, so at this point, Candace ain't there yet. And Gizelle said, listen, I'm finna go sit in my car. Gizelle, it's me in that moment. I'm not finna stand out here for what? What are we doing? How long we finna been out there? And it looked like they were standing out there for a while because at one point it was 6:30. Okay, Dot shows up, Dorothy, and of course everybody's meeting and greeting her. And they was like, aren't you excited about this? And she was like, yeah, I mean, Candace been working for this since she was like a first grader and all this stuff. Okay, that's cool. We're waiting for everybody else to show up, but then Candace finally shows up, and I was wondering why that person, it was a little person, he was standing right there. I said, is he gonna say something? Because it's like they just, he's just there. Come to find out that was her publicist, and she shows up. They had another scene that they was doing in the auto body shop or whatever, and now they're back on this is the last location, I guess the last scene of the video, and this is where they supposed to have some luxury cars out there. This is what Chris said was secure. This is what Chris said they only had it available for Friday, so this is why we're doing a video on Friday. We got to go ahead and get it done before the sun goes down, but there are no cars, okay? And at this point, Candace is about to freak out because you dropped the ball. You are dropping the ball. And she tried to call her man and it went to voicemail. I said, I mean, it probably went to voicemail because he cooking, as he said, in his little cooking class. But at the same time, this is why, at this point, you need to find somebody else that can be truly hands-on. All right? That's just all I'm going to say on that. So, at this point, Chris is not to be heard from because she's trying to call him. He went to voicemail. But at the same time, she's annoyed because things are not working out the way that she thought. They wanted these cars, but then the cars are not showing up, okay? That is what the thing is. The cars are not coming. So now her manager, or I should say her publicist, has to go around asking everybody, can we use your car? Ask the Scholar. First of all, a Scholar, bitch, you did that. Okay, I said, look at hair. All right, the hair was everything for me, okay? But, Karen showed up, Robyn was there, and everybody was just ready to go. But then here comes Mia and Dorothy and Karen. It was Mia, Karen, Dorothy, Wendy, all of them, they up in a little huddle, what in the same space. And, they started talking about the way that Candace is being managed by Chris, and Mia is giving her opinions about, oh no, you don't need no manager or whatever. I would want my husband managing me because I've been there, done that. You don't need that. That just don't work or whatever. He tried that, it don't work and all that. And at that point, Wendy was like, nope, nah. Okay. And then Karen was also like, listen, Miss Dorothy, I don't want to hear none of this. This is what she said in the confessionals. And then Karen even had to walk away a little bit because, she like, I just got on good terms with Candace. I'm not trying to hear this. And I appreciate her for that because Miss Dorothy is messy. She was like, I love Chris, but, he don't really know what he doing, okay? And then wind up trying to tell Karen at one point that Chris quit his job, okay? And Karen said, hold up, let's go over here because we are mic'd up and I don't want that to be heard or whatever. And Karen is trying not to get all into this or whatever, trying to shut it down, but she just keep on saying, he quit his job from the restaurant or he closed the restaurant and all this stuff. I don't like the fact that Dorothy is putting Candace and Chris' business out there. I don't care how you feel about Chris, but you do not spread your child's business like that, okay? And then for me, like I said, yeah, we can sit here as the viewing public and say that, maybe it's not a good idea because of what we're seeing right now, that Chris does not manage his wife because he can't be full on all the time, and she's stressed out without him being there. Maybe she needs to go and get some outside management, okay? We can say that because we don't know the girl, we're not friends with the girl, and we're not trying to get or become friends with her. We're just nobodies in this situation. Mia, you on the other hand, you've been in this girl's face. You've been trying to, I guess you're trying to be cordial with her, you're trying to work on a friendship, and now you're all up in her business giving unwanted advice and opinions or whatever. And then you're talking about, you're pulling Dorothy to the side asking, is Chris getting paid? Okay, is Chris getting paid? I said, why do you care if he getting paid? That ain't your business. Even though he told us. He kind of told us a couple of episodes ago when they got into it that, go find another manager that'll do this for free. That's it. Other than that, it ain't none of your business whether or not he getting paid or not, okay? So why are you asking these questions? And then Wendy left, and even a scholar was like, no, they go over there to Gizelle and Robyn, and was like, why is she over there asking all these questions and stuff like that if he getting paid? And, Robyn was like, I mean, Mia asked the question that we wanted to know, but at the same time, shut up. Okay, you ain't gotta ask that. We all been thinking it, but this ain't the time to be asking that. You're doing a little much, all right? And then Gizelle on the other hand was like, nah, go ahead and ask the shit because we want it up. Like for real, just go ahead and ask it. I said, bitch, sacrifice her because she ain't nobody at this point. And at this point, Wendy took it upon herself. I said, Lord Jesus, Wendy, goddamn. Do y'all think that Wendy needed to go tell Candace at that particular moment that Mia was up there asking questions about Chris and whether or not he was getting paid? If you gonna tell her, be a friend, tell her, but don't tell her on the day that she being so stressed out. Tell her after everything is filmed and ready. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt about it. So I ain't like that from Wendy. I felt that was a little bit messy. You could have waited. You could have hold off a minute. But maybe I'm wrong. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about that situation. Tell me how you felt about Mia being in cahoots. I ain't gonna say in cahoots, but she's entertaining Dorothy and her antics. That's how I felt about it. And we know how messy Dorothy can be. Next thing you know, they trying to do something. They was gonna go ahead and do some little choreography in the little parking lot. Mind you, this is Candace's baby or whatever. They putting forth the money. I think she said it was like $10,000 or whatever. And time is running out. And as they trying to get one of the scenes done with the choreography, they had to start over. And next thing you know, here come what's on my face? Chris come down and he looked pissed. Okay, got his apron and everything on. He looked pissed. So Chris shows up and he's mad because the cars ain't there. And as he was talking to the publicist, he said, I confirmed that they were supposed to be there around 1 o'clock. And now they're not here. So he's pissed off about that. Candace like, I don't need that energy over here. Chris knew not to go over there because he said the exact same thing. If I go over there now, it's going to piss her off. Meanwhile, you got Robyn and Dorothy, they standing there, and she was like, they get into a conversation about everything that's going on, and she was like, do you feel like he getting comfortable, whatever? I said, Robyn, why are we engaging this lady? Okay. See, I wouldn't do that with my people, okay? Knowing how the relationship is with um my friend and her, my friend's mother and her, my spouse or whatever, I wouldn't engage. That's just me. That's just the code of me. That's just respecting my friend and boundaries and stuff. And I guess these people just don't respect boundaries, because I wouldn't be entertaining Dorothy and her foolishness. She talking about how, yeah, I do feel like he getting lazy, and that's a big old house where the money coming from, and he cooking at the house. Okay, that's what he doing. His little side gigs is unemployment. And then Robyn like, wait a minute, so are you implying that you kind of still paying for it, or where they getting the money to pay for the house? I said, see. And then Gizelle was up there talking about, so first of all, Gizelle said Chris is a chef and he can't even come in with the food. First of all, he wasn't even supposed to be on the set, so that's why he didn't have no food. Okay, so you should have brought you something with you in the car. That's one. Two, she's standing there talking with Dorothy too, talking about some. Listen, I did say I felt like he was riding off her coattails. Okay, you too, so that's how I feel too. I was like, see, listen, I would not be doing this situation. I did not be doing that shit. The only ones that did not partake in Dorothy mess was a scholar, because she don't know her and it's just seemed messy all around. And Wendy, she stepped the freak back, and Karen too, a little bit, to a certain extent. Okay, she stepped back as well. Everybody else engaging in her foolishness, I ain't like it. I ain't like it at all. It was funny though, but I ain't like it, because Dorothy is a mess, and we already know to expect what she gave us. And to be quite honest, that was a little calm. That was a little calm, because she could have went a little bit further, And then when the video was done, Chris came up there, and Candace and Chris hugged, and she climbing all up on him, and the way Dorothy was looking like, and then the way Mia was looking like, girl, this is some shit. Okay, stop putting on. I said, oh, this is a mess. Okay, now Candace is just trying to be calm and trying to figure out where this situation gonna go between her and her husband, and him managing her after the way things just messed up this time. But girl, this episode really wasn't much. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.